Finally. My wife finally went to bed with the baby. I can finally continue to work on my crank fan fiction. Let's get down to writing, guys. It was at that point I knew I needed it. As Crank slowly turned towards me with his chiseled jawline and raw animal magnetism, I couldn't help but... Wait, did you guys hear that? What was that? Sounds like we got mail. It sounds like we got mail, Luna. Yeah, we got mail. Hey, thanks, Mr. Mailman. Yeah, you have a good day, too. Alright, guys, so I just untaped the box here. Let's see what it is. It's from YouTube. Wow, it's a pretty big box for such a small package. Oh wow, they sent me a message. This is from YouTube CEO, lady I don't remember the name of. It says get good, and it looks like they put it on this special this fucking special paper. Wow, it even has baby food on it. That's awesome. And what's this, guys? Since we hit 1,000 subscribers. By the way, look at all my collectibles. Since we hit 1,000 subscribers, they decided to give us a play button. This is the 1,000 subscriber play button. Guys, I've heard rumors of this. At 100,000, you get a silver play button. At 1 million, you get a gold play button. But they never told you that at 1,000 subscribers, you get a bamboozled play button. Hey, what's going on, guys? So you guys asked questions, and I got some answers for you. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that little skit I put at the beginning of the video. I thought it was kind of funny. But, yeah, I originally actually recorded the first 4 minutes of this earlier, but I ended up doing something stupid, and I didn't realize the video was playing in the background, so it kind of muggled up the audio. So I have to redo the first 4 minutes, and then you guys are going to notice a cut into the rest of it. So let's go through some of these questions. So I'm starting with the Discord, and then I'm going to move over to YouTube. This is going to be a pretty long video. There's a lot of questions, and I have a lot to say. So again, thanks, guys. Thanks for 1,000 subs. Thanks for everything. Crank, what's the 16 digits on your credit card? And of course, Charlieon's got the answer. So if you guys want to use my credit card, it's 69696969. Expiration date 0609. ASL mother's maiden name. My mom's maiden name is actually Gym Leader, and my ASL is Ed. That's my age, my sex, and my location, just Ed. What country would you like to visit on your European road trip, and why is it the Netherlands? I've actually never thought of visiting the Netherlands. No offense, but I mostly want to visit maybe Italy if I went to Europe. I'm Italian, half Italian, so maybe. I mean, I'm more interested in going to Japan personally. Would you like to join the church? Only if you let me be your altar boy. Why do you think Koromon's better than all the other monster tamers out there? I never said it's better. I said it's good. What's your favorite monster taming game that's out right now? See, this is where it comes back to Marcel's question. I don't really know if I could say I have a favorite one, because Snap says yes, demos are included, but so I like Temtem for its no RNG, no nonsense kind of battle system. I like Koromon for its story and a lot of its designs. Obviously, I haven't played Kindred Fate, so I can't really comment on that. I haven't played Monster Sanctuary, unfortunately, but I want to. And then I like Monster Crown for like just how dark it is, and it also has really good design. So I can't decide. I'm sorry. Chopper asked, I'd ask what your favorite kinfolk is. I'm presuming it's Castrix. Yeah, Castrix, Mechid, Deer Dog, Shovelbutt. Off the top of my head, who else do I like? I don't know. I like every design. Like, they have some good freaking designs. Marcel asks, why is the Rickroll song my favorite song? Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. But if you guys are interested in what kind of music I listen to, it's mostly like rock and metal. Like, growing up, I liked Linkin Park, like every edgy teenager. But I'm especially into like Metallica, Iron Maiden, stuff like that. Chopper asks, how do I get to be so sexy? It takes a lot of work, my friend. Michael says, will you get promoted to Elite 4 Ed when you reach 10k subs and Champion Ed at 100k subs? There's only one way to find out, guys. There's only one way to find out. First we hit 1k. Next we're going for PewDiePie. We're gonna be the top subscribed channel. List favorite things about your community. You guys are super engaging. You guys are super awesome. You guys aren't a bunch of jerks. You guys, I don't know. You guys are cool. Like, I actually like coming to the Discord every day. Like I don't even like my real friends. You guys are way better than everyone else. I actually enjoy coming into the Discord. I actually enjoy making videos for you guys. I like talking about this stuff. I like that. I don't know. I like the community. 3 things you should know about me. I'm very busy, and that's why I'm not as active as I'd like to be. I'm still working. I don't know. I'm a dad, but I'm not an old man. I'm only 26. I like Dark Souls? I don't know. Do you have any tips or advice for others who are just starting a YouTube channel? Yes. Don't chase the dragon. Sometimes you'll notice you'll get a video that does really well, and you'll try to chase that. So you might try, I don't know, like using the same tags or like sharing it in the same places. Don't chase the dragon. Some videos will do well, some videos won't. You could have a channel with like 10 subscribers, come out with a video, and it could just blow up. It could get like friggin' like 1 million views, and you're just like, what the hell? I'm exaggerating, but the algorithm's funny. Don't be competitive about it. That's one thing I learned, not through myself but through someone else that I know who has YouTube, and they're very competitive, and it eats them alive. So don't be like that, and just be consistent and be passionate about what you do. Don't upload videos for the sake of uploading. Upload because you have an idea for something, because you like to make the videos. Don't like I could easily, let's just say, like, I haven't been doing a lot of Pokemon content lately because Sword and Shield hasn't exactly had me passionate. I've honestly not enjoyed Sword and Shield, so I've been up doing news updates and stuff because I want to keep you guys informed, but I haven't been doing big deep dives just yet because I'm not interested. Now the expansion pass has me interested, so I might start doing a little bit of Pokemon content depending on like kind of how I enjoy the expansion, but like I said, don't just make videos to make videos, and don't get mad if they don't always go viral. Do you like pretzels? Yes. What's your favorite pretzel dip? Honey mustard or dill pickle? Barbecue's pretty good too, though. Yeah, I'm indecisive. Kadoki dip. It's a new dip. What's the game that hooked you into the monster taming genre? Pokemon. I think pretty much most of us played Pokemon first. Pokemon got me into these kind of games, and then Temtem was the first game that I ever saw that actually wasn't Pokemon, that was doing something very similar, and that's kind of what got me to look at other games and say to myself, hey, I don't have to play Pokemon. Like, if a Pokemon game disappoints me, I don't have to play that one. I don't have to feel like, oh, my monster taming games, like when Pokemon Sword and Shield was coming out and they cut the decks and they like did all this stuff like with Dynamax and everything, like I honestly felt like I lost that sort of niche that I had, like the game, that sort of game niche, because Pokemon to me was like the only one. But once I started to find all these other alternatives, now it doesn't bug me as much that the dex is cut. Like, those things don't bug me as much anymore. What's your favorite generation of Pokemon, competitive and story-wise? If we're going competitive, I enjoyed Gen 6 competitive. Now, story-wise, no. I did not enjoy Gen 6 as much. Gen 2 was my favorite generation. I started with Gen 1, so there's always going to be that level of nostalgia, but if you told me right now go play a game, it would be Soul Silver or Heart Gold. Now, technically that's Gen 4, but you guys know what I mean. It's Gen 2, and I guess Gen 4 was pretty good too. Out of all the monster catching games you've played, what's the most surprising mechanic that at first you did not like, but which ended up being one of the best things about the game? That's very specific, Gil. A mechanic that at first I didn't like and then I enjoyed. I mean, I was skeptical about Mega Evolution at first, but then, you know, minus the few Megas that are just broken, it kind of grew on me. I wish I could say the same for Z moves. I never liked them. Some of the Z moves I thought were cool, like the ones that boost your, like Z Splash was kind of cool, like it boosts your attack stat by 3 stages, but most of the Z moves, nah. But yeah, Mega Evolution probably. I was skeptical though. I didn't hate it. It was just I was skeptical. Crank the Savage asks, so of course I, like many others, have discovered you through Kindred Fates. However, having looked through your content, you are very broad in the monster catching genre. What is that you love about monster catchers over other genres? I honestly can't tell. So this is going to be a little personal, and I'm not going to go too personal with it because I don't want to I don't want to try to get sympathy or anything from you guys. But basically, I had a really messed up childhood, and one of my escapes was Pokemon. Like that was my escape. So like a lot of people don't really understand when I get kind of like when I got upset about Sword and Shield. It wasn't just a game to me. Like Pokemon's been something that's helped me through a lot. Like growing up, like I'd escape to the Pokemon world all the time, like in my head or on my, you know, on my Game Boy or whatever. Like I guess Pokemon really just got me into it. The idea of how, and you know what it is too? Pokemon and with extension, all these other monster taming games, and even games like League and stuff, the amount of customization, like with your teams and stuff. So League doesn't have this, but having like a Pokemon team, right? Everybody's team's slightly different. So that's kind of nice. It feels very personalized. And the thing about Pokemon games and a lot of monster catching games is it feels like it's very immersive, I find. I hope that was a good enough answer. Max Steofan. What monster catching game were you excited for that disappointed you most? Pokemon Sword and Shield. When I got the announcement, when we got that Twitter announcement saying that, you know, Let's Go is just a casual game, which by the way, I was not on board with Let's Go. I knew for a fact Let's Go was the start of something bad. I wasn't really posting videos at the time, but if you ask anybody that knows me, like I was totally against it. My friends like, oh, it's just a side game. I was like, no. They could have had really cool Fire Red and Leaf Green remakes with the Sevi Isles and you know, the expanded Pokedex and everything, but instead they went with that. So I was not a fan of that, but they tweeted something saying that the next game's going to be for our core audience, blah, blah, blah. So I thought maybe Let's Go will be more the casual kind of, like for casual fans, and we'll finally get games for more serious fans. And lo and behold, we did not. Will you ever branch off from the monster catching genre? So I've thought about this in the past, like if I decided to branch out, which I don't have any plans to do that right now. Based on my experience with covering monster catcher titles, if I were to ever branch off, it would probably be to like other indie games that are similar. Like I've had a great experience working with indie developers over the past like 6 months that I've been uploading consistently. Like the devs at Skymill, the devs at Coromon, Coromon's not the name of the studio, but like the Coromon devs, the devs over at Monster Crown Studio Arum, even the devs at Thycoline, Cyrilum devs, the Cassette Beast devs, like all these devs. The only devs I actually haven't really spoken to about like in terms of videos that I've made is the Temtem devs. Every other, pretty much any other Monster Tamer game video that I've made besides Digimon, Pokemon, and Temtem, I've had some sort of communication with the devs, and they've all been great. So if I were to ever like expand one day, it would probably be to like other indie games, because I would like to like sort of spread the words on these kind of games. And you know, it's nice. Like I've had the opportunity to reveal exclusive monsters in Monster Crown. I've had the opportunity to make the extended trailer for Kindred Fates. I've had the opportunity to even just something as simple as like asking the devs questions for like my Koromon video. It's nice to have that line of communication, and I like to show my appreciation for stuff like that, like by sharing it. Like if I were to ever branch off, I'd probably start with indie games. And the only other game I'm super passionate about is like Dark Souls, but I'm not about to turn into Vati Vidya. Charlie on asks, what do you think the most... Sorry if you guys can hear the 1999 Honda Civic garbage can that's driving by my house. That was pretty loud. Charlie on says, what do you think is the most important thing to have in a monster catching game? If we're just talking about, like I honestly think for a monster catching game to do well, other than like gameplay and stuff, like I think it's really important to have solid designs, because a game can have really good gameplay, but if the monster designs are like crap, people aren't gonna want to play. They're not gonna be attached to the monster. So I think that's the most important thing. The most important, yeah, that's probably it. That and like just having like a good amount of content. Most memorable moments, and Marcel responds, that must be Jesus coming back to life. Yeah, I'd say that. I wasn't expecting the devs to comment on my video and give me back my Koromon. Snaps. Of all the Monster Tamer games, of all the Monster Tamer games, what monster from any of the games is your favorite of all the games? And then I guess I can just, I can kind of put this in with, sorry if I mispronounced your name, Sikyon? What would your dream team be if you could pull out creatures from every game? Okay. From Pokemon, I'd want Dragonite. I'm just going to do one from each, basically. From Monster Crown, I'd want Elder Dracoil. From Koromon, I don't remember its name, but basically the third form of the fire starter looks pretty cool in Bavil's evolution. It's not available in the demo. You'd have to go on the wiki to see it. Maybe that. I'd have to go through the decks again real quick just to check, because there are some designs that, like, Koromon has some freaking amazing designs. Did I say Kindred Fates yet? From Kindred Fates, it'd be Castrix. I haven't played Monster Sanctuary just yet, so I can't make a comment on that. Oh, Temtem, I'd use Nidrasil. Cyrillum, I have this, like, I don't even know what it's called. It's like some freaking ghost with, like, armor that floats. That thing's pretty cool. But yeah, I'd have to sit down, like, with a list of, like, every single monster and to do that. This is more off the top of my head, but yeah, there's a lot of, there's definitely a lot of monsters that I would like to include on a team, and I don't think 6 is enough. Beyblade Kadoki, what's your date of birth? Yesterday. What's your social insurance number? 2. My social insurance number is 2. Favorite game outside of Monster Tamers? Anything from FromSoft, so Dark Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne. Favorite Koromon developer? I don't know. Marcel's pretty sexy, but I don't know. You know, whichever Koromon developer gives me insider information and early access to the game, that's my favorite one. Nah, but you guys are all great. Can you hand me a face reveal? Can you face me a hand reveal? Face reveal. Do I get special privileges for being this 1000th sub? Okay. I'll tell you guys what. When I get to 10 billion subscribers. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Why do you guys want to see my face? I don't even have a webcam. Like, if I were to stream, I don't even have a webcam to stream it with. And I wasn't even like my face wasn't even hidden until I used the Castrix Borks. My Discord profile picture was me and my daughter. You guys are slacking. But I don't know. Maybe on the next big milestone we'll do like a face reveal or something. Since apparently now I'm incognito. Maybe when we hit like 10K or something. I don't know. Someone seems to think we'll hit it by the end of the year. It's not happening. Do I get special privileges for being the 1000th sub, you said? You know what? Yes, I will. I will. You get one special privilege. I will say a special message just for you. Chopper, hello. Can you do a skin cell reveal? We'll do that at 100K. We'll get the microscope and everything. Do you like books? If so, what's your favorite book series? I have too much ADHD to sit there and read. The last book I read was like in high school. I think it was called like The Brave or something. It was like a boxing book. That was pretty good, but I don't really read too much. It's hard for me to stay focused. If you could have one superpower, what would it be? Immortality. I don't need any other power but to be able to live forever and not die. If you could live in a movie/game universe, which would it be? Probably Pokemon. Yeah, probably Pokemon. How do you eat your egg? Well, I like it sunny side up, but I suck at cooking eggs even, so I end up making them scrambled. What is love? Well, I mean, baby, don't hurt me. What did you want to be when you grew up? What did you study? So I originally wanted to be, well, a million different things. I wanted to be a teacher. Then I was like, that's a lot of school. When I was a little tiny kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. But that's obviously not happening. Then I wanted to be a cop, and I studied policing in college. I went through a lot of the testing and stuff. I passed all of it. Like I did really well in college. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or whatever, but because everything was on the laptop, so I wouldn't like in high school. I had troubles maintaining like 60s and 70s because I'd literally have a 10% assignment and it would just get lost in my bag. But in college, I didn't have that issue. Like I was on the honor roll because everything was, neatly on my laptop. I couldn't lose it. Face reveal when? Oh, you guys with a face reveal, man. 10K we'll do a face reveal. You guys can see me in like 10 years when we get there. If you could pick one monster from each of your monster collectors to make a team, which would you choose and why? Oh, we just answered that one. Yeah, it's what I said. Passport, asking for a friend. No. If you reveal your PayPal to everyone, they can add funds. I might have a PayPal, but I don't even know. Like, I think I might have just had one just to use it to buy something that required PayPal at one point, but I don't even know my PayPal information. So that, yeah. Do you have any pets? Yeah, I have a cat named Luna. Black cat. What do you think the cutest monster from any Monster Tame game is? Ooh. Huh. I mean, Auburn's pretty cute. Kaku's pretty cute from Temtem. I don't know, from Pokemon, a lot of the cutesy ones get shoved in your face so much that I just want to punch them, so... Yeah, those ones are pretty cute. Favorite Monster Tamer game? I tried to answer that and failed epically. Favorite Monster Tamer book? I've never read a Monster Tamer book. And do you want to help me design a monster in my novel? Trust me, my friend, you do not want me to help you design anything. Just make a dragon or something. I am not artistic. What was the biggest amount of money you've ever spent on Kickstarter, and what was it that convinced you to spend that much? So I bought the champion tier on Kindred Fates and the whatever lets you design your own NPC on Cerulean. I don't remember which one costed more. Those are the only two times I've ever donated to Kickstarter. I'm pretty new to all this stuff. Favorite Temtem? Nidgersol. Is there a possibility of a gym leader add X the Faders channel? Like discussion type of thing. Oh, like me coming onto their stream or something? Yeah, I mean, I would do that if they were down. I just, usually when they're streaming, I'm either at work or sleeping because I'm on night shift. I usually feel bad whenever I'm not there. And sorry if you guys heard that ding, Roxas is messaging me. Damn it, Roxas, what are you doing? And when is the Q&A video out, or isn't it a vid? So that was a stream that's already out. Anastel, YouTuber that I shouted out. What's something you're proud of and that you don't get to talk about often? I guess I guess I'm proud of the fact, okay, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu. That's one of my proudest accomplishments. I don't really talk about it, but yeah, I have a shodan or a first degree black belt in jiu-jitsu that I earned when I was 22. So that's probably like my, unless you're counting like being a dad and stuff, like that's probably like my biggest accomplishment on that sort of front. Besides like my academic reward in college or whatever, but mostly the black belt. What is tapas? Tapas? I don't know. What is the sense of life? Well, the sense of life, Roxas, is not messaging me while I'm recording. Gosh. Can you say Hendrik Ido Ambacht in Dutch? Oh, in Dutch. Hendrik, I don't even know, honestly, I don't really know how Dutch sounds that well. Hendrik Ido Abacht, I don't know. I hope I didn't butcher it too hard, sorry. So now we're going to head over to YouTube. And we'll go over some of these comments here. So there's a lot of love going on from Mr. Crank and Minnie Hass. See? 10K at the end of the year. I don't think so, man. That'd be great, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. Peanut Dreams got some questions for me. You absolutely deserve each and every one of your subs. Thank you. The next, as for question, when you were young, what did you want to be when you grow up? So I just discussed that. And if you were given the chance to become that right now, would you do it? No. There's a reason I didn't end up becoming a cop. I became a bus driver instead. Too much to deal with. Too much stress. In Canada, police do get paid pretty well, but bus drivers also get paid really well if you're in one of the bigger cities. So I just decided to drive the bus. I have a question for you, Ed, if that's your real name. Is your name really Ed? Yes, my name's Edward, but everyone just calls me Ed. Congratulations, Ed. You've been doing an incredible job. Thank you. But Barry, I don't know. Definitely check. Oh, okay, this wasn't a question. Sorry. Thanks though, Gil. Okay, feel free to answer any one of these questions. Blazing Dragon 2000. That's a pretty OP name. Favorite indie monster taming game? It's hard, man. They're all good. What got you into the genre? So I mentioned that, like my childhood and stuff, just Pokemon basically. Any other genres you'd like to see mixed with the monster class? Oh, Metro. So one thing that I thought was cool was that they mixed the Metroidvania sort of thing in Monster Sanctuary. Like they mixed that with the turn-based kind of combat. Creature Keeper also is kind of like Link to the Past meets monster taming. Honestly, I didn't even think about these type of genre mixes until recently. Like, I don't know, it's cool. But yeah, I definitely like to see more Monster Sanctuary type stuff. Congrats on 1K. Thank you. What if you made your own Monster Tamer game? What would be the name, concept, and first monsters? Feel free to give as many if you do. I don't want to impose a limit. Okay. I've thought about what I would do if I could like just design a Monster Tamer game, like just on my own from the ground up. Because one of the things about developing a ROM hack is there's a lot of limitations. Like people don't realize you don't just take the code and just do whatever you want. Like ROM hacking's a pain in the ass. Like you can't just add a code in between here. You gotta like repoint everything. It's annoying. But if I could make a game from the ground up, it'd probably have a lot of dragons. That's all I know. Like you basically would be able to like summon these dragons with like maybe alchemy or something, like a kind of like Full Metal Alchemist, like with the alchemic circles. And you'd have like a team or whatever, and there'd be like different kinds. So there wouldn't be like a dragon type, but there'd be like, you know, ice dragons, fire dragons, etc. And maybe, I don't know, like maybe there'd be like a thing where, you know, if you have a dual type dragon, like a fire and earth type one, for example, maybe it can use glass type attacks because like fire plus earth equals glass. Like they'd have like specialized types for some of them or something like that. I don't know what I call it. The Dragonmon, Dracomon, I don't know. So anyway, if I could design a monster taming game, it would be like based on dragons. I like dragons. Did I hear my name? Yes, you did. Do you play Xenoblade Chronicles? Never played it, heard it's good. Do you play BlazBlue? Never heard of it. Who's your waifu? I am married to my wife. I don't have a waifu. You mean like from anime or something? I'm not, I don't know. I've never been into that stuff. I mean, my waifu. I don't know. Is your avatar kind of similar to how you look in real life, or is it just random? Okay, so my avatar was made in, I think, 2013. My wife made it. Well, we weren't married at the time. We were engaged. Actually, were we engaged? I think we were engaged. Anyway, we've been dating since, like, high school, but we went to college together, and I asked her to make me a avatar based on... So this is the thing. And I had someone on Reddit call out how my avatar looked, saying like it's wearing a fedora. Okay, this was made before the fedora meme was a thing. Okay. All it is based off how I dressed my character in Pokemon X and Y. That's it. Maybe one day if I can find my DS, I'll pop the game in and show you what my character looks like. That's all it is. You can buy all those items in X and Y. I just dressed my character like that. I mean, like, I think I'm a little darker than that character in real life, like a little bit, because I'm Italian and native and a mix of a bunch of other stuff. I do have long hair. It's longer than his, but I usually tie it back. And I'm a lot less, like my character looks like a freaking toothpick. Like, I'm not a toothpick in real life. Like, I'm a stocky guy. Okay, haven't been commenting often because I've been watching you on Xbox. How have you been? I've been good. If you've watched, and I appreciate you watching, if you've watched an anime, what's the one you enjoyed the most? Okay, so I grew up on Naruto. Then they botched it with all the fillers, and then they ruined the ending of Shippuden, in my opinion, and Boruto, in my opinion. Again, opinion. Boruto sucks. Anime-wise, I haven't read the manga. I hear the manga's really good. I also like Dragon Ball, like the Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball GT was it was okay. But that's not canon anyway. Dragon Ball Super, I'm iffy on. Like, some moments are good, some moments just seem like ass pulls. But again, that's mostly anime stuff, because the anime studios just ruin it. They always ruin power scaling. They like to screw with my emotions. But recently I've been watching Black Clover. Oh, and Death Note's like probably my favorite anime. What's your favorite monster from each Monster Taming game? So we did cover that. Congrats. I wanted to ask. Thank you. How far do you plan on expanding your coverage of monster taming games for this channel? I notice most of the games you cover are indie titles, which is great, and I'm always looking to support more indie titles, but are you planning on covering more AAA side of genres, such as Pokemon, Digimon, etc.? Yes, okay, that's a good question. Lately, it's been a lot of indie titles, because there's been a lot of news in the indie title department. I personally I really like the developers behind a lot of these games. Like, pretty much every developer I've ever spoken to has been nothing but a great experience. I have covered a little bit of Digimon, but just Digimon Survive news is like, oh, this is like, I don't know, insert random person here. He likes fruit. And like, that's the Digimon Survive news. Like, Digimon Survive news is really weird. It's never like gameplay. It's always like, here's this random NPC. So I don't really feel that deserves a whole video. But whenever there's like major stuff in Pokemon and Digimon, absolutely I'll be covering it. This started out as a Pokemon channel. It's just, with what's been going on and how I've been feeling towards Sword and Shield, I've been a little less into it lately. But, you know, if they announce Diamond and Pearl remakes, you can expect a lot of speculation video on that. What got you into the Monster Tamer genre, and when did you think of making content on it? So basically, ever since I made Pokemon content. Once I saw Temtem for the first time, I was like, you know what? I'd like to do videos about this because it's interesting, and that's basically how it came to be. Like, I used to watch a lot of leak videos back in the X and Y days, and originally why I started was because I felt like people weren't saying what I wanted them to say. Like, for example, recently we had that Twitter poll from Play Temtem that said, like, the final evolutions of the starters are on the horizon or something. Which is your favorite starter? And like, I posted a video to the Play Temtem Reddit, basically, if you didn't watch the video, I was basically speculating that, you know, the Kisiwa update might be near. They might be ready to announce something. They might just merge the Spring and update. I gave a lot of like speculative. I gave like a speculative analysis with some evidence to prove it. Like some of it was circumstantial, but it is what it is, right? And then there was also the coincidence that the Discord happened to have extended their wait times between how much you can post. So I felt like that was suspect. Anyway, I posted that. Like that's the type of stuff no one else was even thinking about it, but that's the type of stuff like I would see, and I'd be like, well, why isn't anyone posting a video about this? So that's kind of what got me into doing this. I like to talk, if you haven't noticed. I kind of got lost. Oh, by the way, keep up the good work. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the Q&A. I'm going to throw a couple questions in. Yeah, I got your questions, bud. Congrats on 1K. Thank you. Quick question: what got you into doing videos about covering different monster collecting games? So I just kind of touched on that. If I like, pretty much the main games I'm really passionate about right now are monster taming games plus Dark Souls or Elden Ring, but we don't really have news on that, and I don't know if I want to go off topic just to cover like one game series that's different. I don't know if I want to do that. Have you played Shin Megami Tensei? No, but I want to. And I heard that there is a ROM hack or whatever that makes it English, so I definitely want to try it. I've heard of it and I need to have it. Love your content, keep it up. Thank you. Because of you, I've been able to take interesting games I've never heard of. That means a lot. Like that makes me happy that people might have come to my channel for Temtem, but then they hear about Kindred Fates, they hear about Monster Crown, they hear about Monster Sanctuary, they hear about Cassette Beasts. That kind of stuff makes me happy. I want more of these types of games to get coverage. That's pretty much like one of the biggest goals of this channel is to boost the monster taming genre. Because if the monster taming genre became a big thing, kind of like the Souls-like genre, like that would make me happy. Because I feel like people need to know that they don't just have to go to Pokemon. If Pokemon's something that they feel like they've outgrown or has outgrown them, I want them to feel like they're not lost, kind of like how I felt. This person asked me about dyslexia. I corrected him. I have ADHD, not dyslexia, but I might have made a joke saying like, oh, I'm freaking dyslexic, because I kept reading stuff like wrong. But yeah, basically I answered his questions anyway, if you guys want to see the comments. Actually, bro, I began watching when you started your new project, Pokemon Pulsar. Thank you. Not a lot of people know about Pokemon Pulsar, and I want to work on it more. It's been so tough. And thank you to Darganish for the nice comment. Will you fix your Discord server? I'm getting spam notifications and an anxiety attack with each tome. YouTube Minute likes to troll, so I don't know if he's joking. But probably because we use the @everyone tag quite a bit. I'm going to try not to do that as much. I apologize for that. Thanks for the congratulations, guys. Congratulations from India. Thank you. Nazir Sadek says, once again, and I'm sorry if I pronounced your last name. I'm not sure if it's Sadek or Sadiq. Once again, congrats. You really deserved it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anime. So right now I'm watching Black Clover mostly, and I want to watch the Digimon anime that just came out. But I haven't been too heavy into the anime lately. But I've watched a ton, like Death Note, Naruto. I'm pretty basic, I guess. Attack on Titan, Bleach, Dragon Ball. What's your favorite monster taming game? Sorry, Roxas. I tried to answer this, but too hard to decide. Congrats. Thank you. Who is your gym and how can we fight you? I think you mean what's my gym, or where it is. It's you know Antarctica. It's on the tallest point of Antarctica. That's where it is. Who have you buy this fancy hat? I got an X and Y. Will you make a theory video? I got tons. Do you like German? I mean, I don't dislike German. Like, German's German. It's cool. You know, cool, man. I like German just as much as I like every other language. And then this probably bot said loved it. I feel like someone asked me what type my gym would be, and I might have missed that. I'm sorry if I missed that. I don't know where it is now. Shoot, I could have sworn I saw a question like that. I don't know if it was on the Discord or what, but to whoever asked that, I apologize. If I could choose a gym type, it would be fighting. Like, if you notice my banner, it's like a dojo, and that's kind of why, because I'm like a black belt or whatever. I would be fighting or steel, because I like the steel type. And I just have a Chansey with Eviolite on my team for no reason, because every gym leader has one Pokemon on their team that's not the same. That's not the same type. So. But no, if I had to choose, like had to, I'd be like Blue's gym, like multi-typed. That's kind of like what Pokemon Pulsar does, actually. The ROM hack I was working on. The gym leaders, their teams are not based around types. They're based around themes. So like the first gym leader just has really high speed Pokemon, and the second gym leader is a little typey. She has Pokemon from the lake, but they're not all necessarily water type. It's because the town that I based it off of is a lakeside town. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Thanks for your questions, guys. Again, I wanted to do that skit. It was kind of funny, but I'm just not feeling it right now. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, well, I mean, like and subscribe if you're not already. I mean, I'm assuming you are subscribed if you're watching this. But yeah, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, at GymLeaderEd. Oh, I made a Reddit page called Monster Tamers, and it's more so the Monster Tamer World subreddit kind of got on me for posting too many videos there. I don't do it with the intention of spamming. I figure people want to watch videos about monster taming in a monster taming subreddit. They want me to post more text stuff, which is fine. I just know that me personally, I'm more of a visual and audible learner. Like, I personally don't like reading stuff. So like when I post videos, like I think someone said it was like low effort, but I disagree, because for example, my Kindred Fates video that I came out with recently, that took me like 6 hours of editing. So it's not like it's like I'm posting this low effort stuff just because it's a link. But anyway, I made a Monster Tamers one. Basically, I don't want any devs to feel like they can't promote their games. So any devs that want to just, you know, fill up my Reddit with your game footage and stuff, go for it. Any content creators that want to sort of grow the Monster Tamer genre, go for it. As long as it's like Monster Tamer related, it's fine. And as long as it's not like NSFW or whatever. But yeah, so I made that. I'll leave a link to that in the description. It's just r/Monster Tamers. But yeah, if you haven't joined the Discord, we're running out of founder spots, so get to it. And I'll see you guys next time. I really appreciate everyone who's been watching my content. I really do. Like, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I'm gonna continue to be a YouTuber or quote unquote YouTuber. I'm gonna continue to be a person on here who's not fake, who's not gonna pander, who's not gonna I don't want to be someone who acts. I just want to be me. Like I think that's one of the things that I kind of pride myself on, is it's not every video I make is going to be like 100% high quality. Some of my videos like this are more casual, but I want to be able to just talk to you guys and just be me. I don't want to be like, I think I mentioned in the Kindred Fate stream, I don't want to be like, what's going on, guys? I'm so excited, even though I'm not, and I don't care. Like, I don't want to be that guy. I want to just be me, and I want to sort of have a relationship with my audience, if that makes sense. I don't want to be on a pedestal. I'm going to continue making Monster Tamer content. I'm going to continue making mistakes. I'm going to continue doing my best not to make mistakes, but probably making mistakes. I can do my best to talk about the games that interest me the most. And yeah, I'm gonna just be me, and I hope that's enough. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Peace.